Hi there, lovely people, and welcome back to the channel. I say welcome back, obviously, to you who's been here before, and to anyone new. I just want to say that, well, first of all, thank you for finding me. Thank you for giving this channel a try, and obviously, if you like what you see, then do show the support that you can. That's very important for small channels. What I'm going to do today is this is not the typical pick a card readings. I've done a video like this before, and I think that's probably kind of the shape that I'm going to do, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a key card, and today that card comes from this deck, the Wild Elemental Oracle by Michelle MOTUZAS, I think the name is. And that's going to be our key card, and that is actually the card where you sort of tune into if that is the card or the reading for you. Now, you may find that you may not resonate completely with the card, but you're still having an intuition that something may come up. In that case, then do you continue watching, because there's probably a message for you. But if you find that you don't resonate with the card and you're kind of not resonating with continuing to watching, then it's my guess, well, not my guess, I'm going to say pretty surely that this reading is not for you. There may come another reading, and do subscribe and get updates and notifications whenever I put new readings up. But if you don't resonate with the card and you don't have that sort of inner urge, inner pull to watch the video to its end, then I'm going to say that this is not the reading for you. There's something else for you out there, but another time maybe. But again, if you resonate, then please do continue watching, and take whatever resonates, because it is a general reading, it's a timeless reading. So at the end of the day, it's gonna hit a lot of people, and it's not going to be 100% accurate for everyone, but there is going to be a message for you. So with all that said and done, we have the Elemental Oracle as a key card, and then we're going to have, I can't remember the name of this one, actually almost the same, the Elemental Oracle, sorry, the Wild Elemental Oracle and the Elemental Oracle. Yeah. And as a clarifying deck, I'm using the Tarot of the Abyss, which is one of my favorite tarot decks. So let's put these aside and find our key card. Sometimes I will probably set intentions for this kind of reading, but the funny thing about this reading is actually that it's not an intention per se. It's more like me having thought about this card, when doing the dishes, laundry, going to work, all of that. Then this card continuously pops up in my head, or has done so. And I knew that it was because I was supposed to do something with it in terms of reading. But I have not actually a specific intention, so I'm trusting that the card itself or the cards will guide. I'm actually getting these two. I wonder why that is. I want this one the most, so let's see. The ant. Oh, are we talking work here? You know what? I love the graphics, the art behind these cards. We have the ant as our key card with a number 7. I'm first two things that pops into mind, I already said one of them is work, the other thing is community. Yes, I'm going to keep this one line here. Let's see if it wants to be shown. And we're done with the Palo Santo as well. Let's get some additional. It's funny because the number 7 is usually kind of this spiritual awakening number. Or not necessarily own. So this kind of stuck, but I want this one too. So we have the number 7, we have work, we have community as sort of, oh, we have number 24, wind and change. Oh, wow. And we have, can you see this? Number 7, the moon with darkness. Wow. So we have the kind of workaholic ant. The funny thing about ants is they're not really questioning their society structure. They're not questioning, why they do what they do. They do it because they know that's necessary for the survival of let me just translate that into family because I don't really know the English word to it, but their colony, I think the word is. They're workaholics, but they also have this incredible sense of maintaining their community, maintaining their structure, because they know that if that falls apart, then their own existence falls apart. Now, these cards, on the other hand, are talking about something. Look at this world here, something just being upheavaled, something being completely changed. And the moon talking about darkness. The moon often gets this role in cards as the darkness card, the subconscious, the what's that called? Things in denial, when the psyche sort of hides things away because they're too painful to deal with. It often gets that reputation. For me, the moon is also, but that's because I'm Cancer, so the moon kind of have a more positive connotation for me. But I also see the moon as something, very emotional, something from a very spiritual, connected sense where, how our bodies react whenever it's full moon and new moon, well, at least mine does, and I know a lot of other people do as well. Something is kind of coming up. If you look at this card, I'm going to use this as an example because that's actually pretty good. Something kind of comes up from underneath and just twirls around. But, and that's the interesting part, you can't really sort of tell if it's going that way or that way. But in any case, it's some sort of connection. There's some sort of, ferns, they have this shape as well, kind of a sacred shape. I think something is about to come to light. Something is about to be acknowledged, be discovered, unveiled, that is actually bringing about these changes. And with the ant cart, I feel it has something to do with, it can be on a, more local way, like the local community, but it can also be the community that you have within yourself, the way you sort of structure your own colony within, so to speak, because at the end of the day, most of the times we're actually talking about our inner lives, because as above, so below, as within, so without. What our inner lives are is usually what is represented on the outside. So I'm feeling like something that is very fundamental, something that is very structured and very almost habitually given, is being, if not changed, then at least challenged. There's going to be some other things coming to light that kind of puts a question to how things are usually done. I think it's time to pull out the tarot cards. So we have something coming to light. Can we get some clarification as to what that might be? What area, what situation, what matter are we dealing with? Oops, we have one here. Oh, I don't want to. There we go. And that one too. Let's start with these and see where we're taking. So we have the Ace of Swords, definitely something coming to light. Can you see this? Let me just move these up a bit. We have the Ace of Swords. Actually, it's very, very beautiful. Look at that. The Ace of Swords, and we have the Nine of Swords, and we have the Star. I'm feeling like definitely something coming to light, something being unveiled, something being discovered here. I feel like it's kind of in the, the swords are the intellectual realm. It's something about knowledge. It's something about, I want to say, mental clarity also. And it's not going to be easy. It's really not going to be easy. It's probably going to give you a lot of headache. I don't even know if it's focusing here. But I think if you know tarot, then you know that Nine of Swords is basically, that card of inner despair, of worries, where your mind just goes overload, worrying, fearing something that actually doesn't really exist. I feel like what's coming up, what the change, it looks really dramatic, but I actually feel like it's going to be a new opening. It's going to give you an opportunity to actually take a right course. I'm actually having an urge to look at this now. Oh, the flamingo, look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Yes. So you are being given the opportunity to, to sort of decide for yourself which way you want to go, and that now, honestly, I don't know much about flamingos, but flamingos for me, I mean, just due to the very color of them, for me, they're kind of, the things I'm getting in is creativity, is um, a sort of laid backness, an enjoyment of life kind of thing. That's what I'm getting from the flamingo card itself. When I see videos of flamingos, they're usually just, standing, cozying, in the water, relaxing. And we're having the number 40 here. So we have the number 4, which is the harmony. And we have the number 0, which actually isn't really present in numerology per se, but 0 is also the card of the Fool, so anything is possible. I'm really feeling like this reading is sort of talking about that. The word static comes to mind, that sort of static way of being where you kind of feel, I don't want to say stuck, but I feel like you've been doing the same thing over and over and over again, and something new comes up from within, and I think it's actually something that you may have worked with before. And it comes up, it kind of opens up a new layer of how to create your own, I want to say, inner society, your own inner reality. Something new comes up to sort of redefine you or redefine the path ahead. But it is going to cause at least a moment of worrying, of kind of feeling like, are you never going to make it? Or how is this even going to go well? But I think as soon as you realize that is a thing inside your head and not actual reality, that you're kind of, when we look at worries, let me put it that way, when we look at worries, then a vast majority of the worries we carry as human beings are not actually coming into reality. It's something that merely and only exists within our heads, kind of making the present hard to be in. But the worries that we have are not real. They're not happening. It's something that we fear will happen if A, B, and C. So I feel like this is telling you that whatever worries may come, be aware that they are within your mind and not reality. Because what is opening up is actually giving you an opportunity. It's giving you the means and the tools to actually change what you're used to, but for the better, for something more laid back, more relaxed, more vibrant, I want to say. So in a sense, I actually got a little bit concerned with these cards, but in a sense, I actually feel like this is a good reading. Obviously not without, some sort of struggle, but then again, when do we ever evolve as human beings without struggle? I want to see if we can get some sort of time indication on this. Can we get some time? How quick or slow is this gonna go? The Page of Swords. Look at that. The page for me is someone, it's not as fast forward as the knight is, but the page is someone ready to charge, ready to go, and still kind of, do I have all my tools with me, so to speak? What I'm also seeing in this one, let me just pull it up for you again, if I can if I can get it. It doesn't want to come up. There it is. What I also want to say about this card, this particular card, and that's why I always listen to what my intuition says about which decks to choose. This card, look at the labyrinth behind her, and look at the sword, and I want to say the moon actually. This is someone, this is someone manifesting, I feel. This is someone who comes from something complex, trying to look at solutions, and they're manifesting. They are opening up to the answers. So that, in terms of time, makes me want to say that this is going to go as fast as your readiness to understand this card. If you get stuck in this card for too long, then it's not going to go very fast. If you very quickly realize that worries is something inside your head and you actually have options, then this is going to go very fast, I feel. So, yeah, open up your hands, receive, because the universe seems to be very much ready to give you what it is that you want. Absolutely lovely. It's not, the, oh, you're going to win the lottery kind of reading, but I don't think I'll ever make that kind of readings, by the way, so don't hold your breath for that. But I do feel like there is some sort of, hey, you know what? Life happens and something is going to happen, something is going to change, but you have all the reason to be optimistic about it. I love these cards. I absolutely love these cards. My dear souls, I believe I can feel that my mind is quieting down. So I feel like this is the message I have for you for this time being. I hope it resonated. If not, then, well, I'm grateful that you stuck around to the end anyway. But if it resonated and if you feel like sharing something, there's always the comment section, and I'd love to hear how this resonates in your life if you feel safe sharing that. Remember, it is a small channel, so subscribe, like, share if you feel like this might be a good message for someone you know. There are plenty of ways to support a small channel, and in whatever way you are able to, I'm going to be very, very grateful. I'm also very grateful for you sticking around to the end, and thank you for that. And I wish you the best of luck with this endeavor. Bye.